What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rain Knight Gaming. I'm Rain Knight, and it's time for another Meta Watch.
You're watching Rain Knight Gaming.
In this Meta Watch, we're going to be going over several decks that did well in the last week that I feel like I need to highlight because they're really cool in the meta right now. I'm going to highlight two from my subscribers that went over to my Discord and shared their lists and how they did, and I bring them to you guys. If you guys want a chance to be the next Meta Watch, make sure to head over there and do the same thing. Then we're going to give a highlight to a YouTuber that I like to watch. He is actually a member of my Discord as well, so I'm trying to shout out those guys as much as possible, just trying to build up this community as big as we can. Then we're going to jump into a couple other decks that did really good from around the globe, and just kind of dive in, see what they're like, and kind of just see what's working in the meta today. If you guys like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or you could be part of the members, ding, 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 for just 99 cents a month, and you're going to get videos a little bit sooner before everyone else. And feel free to ask me questions. I usually answer stuff if you ask, Okay, jumping into our first deck of the day, we are going with Slew. He went 4-1. So he didn't win, but I think this is a really, really solid build that we can really learn a lot from. And I have been seeing this type of build a lot more online. So I wanted to give it a little bit of a shout out and let you guys kind of see what it's working with, and we can talk it out too. So what this thing is trying to do is get through that early game, similar to my purple-red build that I showed off last week, where this thing uses tons and tons of early commands that do that non-combat damage to get them to like that level 5. And the level 5 is where their deck's really going to start taking off. So in the early game, you're trying to control the board with your close combats, with your battle of aces, with your improved techniques, with your long range, and even with your pinging base right here. And you could probably count white base in that as well, since that's going to generate tokens to let you kind of trade with things. So this thing just goes tons of low end with the commands, and then once you get to level 5, your deck kind of takes off for units because you get into your spicy bell pepper, Kshatriya, impronounceable Gundam, and then you get into more impronounceable Gundam for light form, and that's your early level 5s here. Now they are heavy 5s, so early in those levels, that's all you're going to be able to play until you get to those bigger levels. So, you're going to play Kshatriya, you'll probably link with it. That's going to allow you to trade with multiple units and get lots of value. And then everything else kind of helps you do that kind of stuff as well. And then when you get to like 6 and 8, that's where your huge big units come in. And once you get there, if they don't have a commanding board presence, you'll usually take over from there. Because, you're also going to be having more of your removal because you're playing a ton of removal this whole time. So as you get these big units out, you can pop things so they don't have to trade with them. So it's just all that non-combat damage because, you've got G-Fred, which is going to give you a lot of non-combat damage. And the 8-7 Omega Saiku is going to give you that 3 pop and suppression. So it really helps with that in-game rush. And kind of going along with that in-game rush, you've got the Banshee Destroy Mode. This is going to allow you to get first strike and attack twice in a turn. That's going to be super gnarly at destroying any kind of in-game boards, along with your 6s, your other 6 and your other 8. And then of course you play the subsequent pilots to go with all of that stuff. Okay, good on you, Slew. Maybe you can take one down the next time, but this is a really cool deck, and I might have to give it a shot later. It's pretty awesome. With the guy that seems to always be winning every tournament he goes to, it's Pink Jedi guy. He's actually one of my moderators now in my Discord because, I don't know how Discord works. So thank you to him and Coach for helping keeping that stuff under control. So you can also check out his channel. He probably would go over this deck over there some. Does a lot of live play kind of stuff. But this is like a blurple, but a high-end blurple as well. So it's like a big O blurple. Opal? Maybe. So you can see what this is trying to do. This is doing the whole normal early game stuff that you usually see with Blurple. You've got the for custom, for first form, for adept, 4 Gundam, 4 Rebake, and then you're dumping into 2 of the NT1. This is going to allow you to get some card draw, a little bit more repair, just more good grandpa action. And then we get to your 6s. So your 6s here and your 7s are going to be just your big repairing stuff. And it just makes it so hard to deal with this deck because, you know, you're going to have your 6/4, 5/4 with repair, with blocker. Then you go into your Big O, who's 7/5, 5/5, so a really big boy with repair 3, which is pretty big. And, you know, when you have other unit that has repair, choose one enemy unit whose level is equal to or lower than this unit and rest it. So this is going to allow you to rest more things. Also with your Amuro, rest things. And then with your newer pilot, you use a 5/1 pilot, but you know, you want to get to that late game, so having that 5-in pilot's not too bad. He is a 2/2, so big stats. So let's read what he does. This is when linked, choose one of your other units. It gains repair 2, which is kind of nutty. I mean, you're going to have like maybe Big O with repair 5. That's kind of stupid during that turn. When it is a Jupiter's unit, which Big O is, you get to draw a card. So it actually also gives you card draw. So if you look at it, we've got 4 first forms that gives you card draw. Then we've got 2 NT1s that give you card draw. And then you've got 3 of him that can give you card draw. And then you've got, of course, your just normal card draw down here with a Show of Resolve, which is obviously going to give you card draw. So that's what this deck does. It comes out of the gate super hard and then just kind of settles into that back and just continues to replenish its hand with all of this card draw. Has tons of ways to rest things. Got a couple good blockers, lots of ping damage, some decent removal, and of course, a couple bases. Just running 3 bases, I'm starting to see that a lot. People aren't putting out as many bases because they want the more aggression or easy to, like, I don't know what it's called. Just running the 3 bases so you're not as defensive. And I think white base is one of those bases that it's so good if you can protect it, simply because you're going to continually get a ton of value off of it if you're able to use it turn after turn after turn. So really awesome. And then of course we've got some health. We have some more repair right here. So this is a health. This thing's just going to have tons and tons of repair all over the board. Getting into our YouTuber of the week, NT Knight TCG. He's actually also on my Discord, so I wanted to give him a shout out. And I've been watching a lot of his videos because he puts out a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of, deck profiles, as well as watching, from good point of view of him playing the game. He actually has, I think, a shorter video going over how to do these videos if you would want to do them themselves. So watch that if you guys would like to become a creator as well. And if you guys have other questions about like how to make a channel, all that kind of stuff, go over to my Discord. I would be happy to kind of walk some of you guys through it, or you can ask any of these guys. They're obviously doing it as well, and would be happy to help you guys out. So really good on these guys, just building a community, putting out good stuff, and just love to see it. Also has pretty cool thumbnails. I like the thumbnails. Okay, getting into some more meta decks that did well over the weekend. I think I got all these off Eggman's site. So, you go over there if you want to get the actual lists. Obviously, his site is the place to go. So this is a blue-red ping deck, and it's I think it's called Psycho Control. No, not Psycho Control. Unicorn Control. So this thing is, has a decent curve, plays a lot of 4s, and then, decent amount of 3s, okay 2s. So this thing really, centers around 5 and 6 because, your grandpa is obviously going to help you get there once you get him out, but you're not playing any like early game units. So, your lowest is a level 4, but you can link with him with your Kshatriya, which is nice. You wouldn't usually want to waste it, but if you have to, you have to. And this is going to take advantage of just ping damage and then a ton of damage that you don't take. because obviously Kshatriya is going to let you ping a bunch of stuff, and Destroy Mode is going to let you get that first strike and attack twice in a turn. Super, super helpful. So the new 6/5 Kshatriya is really cool. It's a repair, and it is a draw 1, so it gives you a little bit more draw action. Every red is playing Psycho Mode. This thing is just, it's so good. I've said it before, generically good cards will find their way into these decks, especially if they drop on the board and do something big. That's really awesome, because this thing is going to drop down, ping for 3, which is usually going to kill something, or allow you to trade with it. And then the next turn, it's going to have suppression, and it's a 6/5, so it's a really big unit. And you could put any of your other pilots on there to make it too high of a level for an Armorer rest, which can be really, really good, because you don't want to put these down here and just get rested and taken out before you're able to do anything. Bases playing the normal Amuro and Cruise for your pilots, excuse me, not bases. Your pilots. You see these guys, they're both new types, which is really nice, and they're just, they're good pilots. I really do enjoy the 2/1s more than 1/2s, simply because a lot of the time if you play a 1/2, you're not going to be able to get over those 5 health bases easy enough, because Grandpa with a 1/2 isn't big enough. Normal Bell Pepper Kshatriya is not big enough, but with the 2s, you're able to get over those 5 health bases. Then, of course, we're playing all of the added removal that we've seen on a lot of other decks. Close Combat, Aces, and Improved Power. This does play a couple different cards. This is Unyielding Presence. Choose one enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. Oh, look, it's more ping damage. Also, we'll give you a possible link with a new type, because you could link up here, something like that. Oh, that's a Cyber new type. So I guess it can't do with anything. No link. No linking for you. But, more added ping. Never bad, especially if you're doing all of this red stuff. You got the base that pings. I forget what this base does. Let's see. Then, if it's your turn, you may discard 1 unit, and if you do, draw 1 card. Okay, that's pretty good. You join a discard 1 red card. So this is just, red. Red letting you do a little bit of draw. So, you get a little extra draw right here, a little bit extra draw right here. And then your NT1 is going to be a little draw right there. So, and of course the other Kshatriya draw. So that's what a lot of these decks are. They're really trying to control, plus build up that hand size. And once you get past that early game where the aggro decks are doing what the aggro decks do, this is building hand advantage, controlling the deck advantage, and then when you get to that 5, 6, and 7, your hand stays functional. You have enough cards to keep doing stuff, but then the aggro decks are starting to run out of cards, and you can take over the game. So that's what those are trying to do. One deck that I really want to give this a try. This one looks kind of fun. This is a Psycho deck. The Psycho Gundam looks super awesome, and it plays some cards that, got a couple new ones, got a couple old ones. It's a really fun build. This plays a little bit lower to the ground. Some of the other stuff. It doesn't play any of the level 2s or anything like that, but it does, of course, play all the non-combat stuff. This isn't an aggro deck, but it kind of feels a little bit like one, because your early game ping is going to get you through that early, turn 2, 3 aggro. Then you start building your board with your Raziels, Kshatriyas, and then your Grandpa is going to, do that normal early to mid game type aggro. And then, of course, you've got the Unicorn mode, which is pretty cool. It's when paired, choose 1 enemy unit that's 3 or less and rest it. So this is another resting effect that'll let you kind of control the board just a little bit better. And this is going to link with a Cyber new type, and guess what? We play those. And then, of course, Kshatriya. It's a really good card. You're seeing that like every deck I'm showing you today, simply because Kshatriya destroys aggro. Once you get to 5 and you can drop her down there, especially Blurple. Blurple plays with such low health totals that she can usually trade herself, killing 2 other units possibly a third unit before she's taken out. It's just one of those cards that's just such a game changer, especially turn 4 or 5, going from like Grandpa to Kshatriya is just devastating. And then the Psycho Gundam, which is really cool. This is a Breach 3. I think it's, yeah, Breach 3. And during pair with Cyber New Type, we play those. When one of your Titans units destroys an enemy shield area, this card area with card damage, this unit recovers 2 HP. So this is going to allow you to get HP back. Pretty cool, just even more repair kind of stuff. So it's surviving. And then let's see, get a little bit of AP buff. Of course, Corsair base is amazing. And then you've got all of your ping damage down here. And one of the, she's from set 2, but you haven't really seen her in a ton of stuff, I think. She's a Titan, a new type, and during your turn, when this unit recovers HP, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, you draw a card. So this is some nice added card draw for a deck that really doesn't have much card draw. So that's going to be really helpful from turn to turn if you're able to get that added little bit of card draw. One thing this one does, it plays actually more bases than most we've seen today. This one plays 6. So it's actually the most bases we had on here. Most players are playing 3. So this one goes back to the 6, mostly because I think it wants a little bit of extra damage from this one. And then playing 4 of the Corsair base is going to give you a lot of units throughout the game. Because a lot of times once you get to those later game stuff, getting that 2/1/1s it can be super crushing, especially if you're maybe dropping that, if you're dropping then 2 Raziels or something like that, or just popping out 2 of these bases could give you 4 tokens, which is kind of nutty. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. I really want to play this deck. I've started testing it out, so you may see a 10-minute testing for this one down in this week somewhere. But hey, that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys like these videos. Hopefully you go down, like, and subscribe. Love hearing from you guys. Or you could be a channel member like the guys you'll see at the end of the video for just 99 cents a month. I love that. Also, if you've made it to the end here, check out Wednesday's video. I will be announcing what this month's next giveaway is going to be. I promise I am sending my second one out soon, so the winner of that one, you'll be getting that soon. I'm just being super procrastinating. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys like this stuff. I already said that stuff. Let's get out of here, because you guys know what I would say. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.